But from the moment we're born, we're handed the blueprint. A simple stark division, male or female. It's presented as scientific fact, a natural truth that governs everything from our clothes to our careers. But what if this binary, this foundational myth, is nothing more than a powerful, outdated social invention? The myth of the gender. Binary tells us there are two boxes and we must stay in one. Today, we're challenging the very walls of that division by looking at the rules, the invisible gender norms that keep it standing. Gender expression is how we communicate our gender through behavior, clothing, even the way we stand. But gender norms, the social rules. Turn this expression into a test. If you're perceived as a man, you must be dominant and stoic. If you're perceived as a woman, you must be submissive and nurturing. Deviate, and you are policed. Think about the sanctions we face for violating these rules, the mocking, the job loss, the emotional trauma. This isn't random. This policing is how the myth maintains its power. It forces authenticity into hiding, forcing us to perform a role instead of being ourselves. Gender expression is supposed to be fluid, norms make it rigid. Crucially, the price of defying the binary is not equal. Race and class act as powerful multipliers of risk. Stereotypes about Black masculinity or Latina femininity have been historically used to justify oppression and violence, meaning challenging the norms carries a heavier and often life-threatening burden. Furthermore, economic class influences freedom of expression. Someone with wealth and social capital has far greater freedom to experiment with expression than someone struggling might be the only barrier to losing their job or housing. The binary myth is not just wrong, it's a tool of social hierarchy. The myth of two boxes belongs to the past. The true nature of gender is an infinite spectrum, a continuous possibility of expression. Our goal isn't to create new boxes, but to celebrate that spectrum and dismantle the harmful norms built on race and class. The freedom to define ourselves starts the moment we reject the blueprint.